Underway here in St. Paul. Brock Faber for Minnesota. Got it to Urov. Out to center Kaprizov. Back to Urov. Into the Winnipeg zone. A backhander. And a quick stick save by Hellebuck. Great first 90 seconds for Minnesota. All in the offensive zone. Hartman in the slot. A shot. It was deflected out front. And covered by Hellebuck. Been a scratch for the last 12. Here a takeaway in the slot. He turns and fires. Saved by Hellebuck. And Pitlick makes his presence felt on his first shift back for Minnesota. Johansson, who had an assist against New Jersey on Monday night that snapped a 6-game pointless drought, his longest of the year. Johansson carries in, trying to go short side. Hellebuck hugging the post, and the shot hit the side of the net. Johansson battles along the wall against Shen. Hughes comes down for the point. Back to Boley, a shot and a save by Hellebuck. And the Wild continue to pepper the Winnipeg goal.
To be able to jump up and get NHL games as quickly in his career as he has.
Middleton leads the charge. Back to Sturm and a pad save by Hellebuck. Taves at center. Had it stripped away. Pitlick to Jones. A shot, save. Hellebuck. Rebound was loose. Trenyon overskated it. Pitlick recovers. Out to Middleton, a shot. That was deflected by Trenyon wide. Spurgeon hammers one on goal. And a save by Hellebuck. Taves. Back up the wall for Connor. Connor across and a one-timer drive. Rebound, they score. Taves on the rebound has career point number 900 and is 54th against the Wild. The Jets with a 5-on-3 power play goal. And the visitors lead 1-0.
He wins this, and the Wild, they don't get control of this puck, but it's kind of a stagnant power play for the Jets until Connor just goes through the seam to Scheifele, and on a shot that you really don't mind giving up 5-on-3 outside the dots. The rebound just comes off the blocker of Wallstedt, redirects to the slot.
Connor with it to DeMello. Stanley. Connor a one-timer and a save by Wallstedt. Inside 3 minutes to go. Connor to Scheifele. Stanley a drive. Saved by Wallstedt, and he's able to cover.
The last handful of years too, but he's turned into a well-rounded offensive guy. Like, he's got the quick release and
now down the slot. Backhand chance by Perfetti. Knocked away by Wallstedt. And Winnipeg suddenly found a little confidence late in the period. Wallstedt grabs it behind the net. Hands it off to Hughes. DeMello holds at the line. A long shot. Pearson on the rebound. Scores! And the Jets have a 2-0 lead.
Shots on goal, something that's been an issue for them, but they've tried to simplify and just get it to the net and crash bodies, and there's been a hunger around the net for the Jets in these last 3 games they've won. And here's a simple play. Throw it to the net, and Pearson just beats Hughes back to the net and doesn't get one shot at it, gets 2, and Hughes can't help but look from the far side post as Pearson gives the Jets.
It's been one of the strengths of his game throughout his career. He wins this one. Morrissey a shot. He scores! And there it is. You mentioned it earlier. The Jets dangerous right off of offensive zone faceoffs. Taves wins this one cleanly. And Winnipeg, with 2 goals in the final 10 seconds of the period, lead it 3-0.
On a strong side, wins this one back. You have to know your routes. Watch spot check Pitlick. Boy, they do everything they can to try to get out in a hurry, but Winnipeg just executes so fast, and Morrissey has that thing cocked ready to go. As soon as Scheifele puts it in the wheelhouse, he delivers it top corner. Shoulder shrug, fights it off.
Wild maintain the zone. Urov scores! Johansson with a feed out of the corner, and Urov buries it. Minnesota's on the board.
Own face-off. They get another shot on net off of it. And with that, the Jets kind of lose their check. Urov gets open. Jonathan Taves gets caught going the wrong direction. And Urov's so good at finding quiet space. Gets a beautiful pass and puts it up. Physical battle, create a loose puck for his defense to come and get out of the zone.
Spurgeon off the board. Stanley got a piece of it at the line. He moves past Foligno, lines and fires and scores. Now, Wallstedt barking about some interference in the Minnesota crease, but Stanley blasts this one over his shoulder.
Stanley had the puck just inside the blue line. Foligno pressuring him. Puck stays in the zone. Stanley gets on the right side of Foligno and just goes downhill, loads up on this slapper, and beats Wallstedt right next to his elbow and the elbow of the net. But perfect shot. And here's the puck bouncing at the blue line, held. Foligno goes through, doesn't catch a piece of Stanley on his way through, allowing Stanley to collect the puck. Ultimately,
Velarde back for Connor to Scheifele in the circle. Morrissey a drive, saved by Wallstedt. Rebound Velarde. Scheifele, Morrissey fires wide. Rebound, they score. Velarde took the carom off the end wall, and the power play goal for Winnipeg makes it 5-1 Jets.
Here, Winnipeg just net front, winning their battle, strong on their skates. You see the Wild flying around, trying to recover. They can't in time. And Winnipeg getting some lucky bounces, but earning them through a high battle level. This one misses the net, then comes right to the forehand of Velarde.
Zuccarello drops to Kaprizov. Into the slot, Spurgeon, a shot saved by Hellebuck. And he's able to cover. Minnesota trying to climb their way back into this game.
And part of the problem when you're trailing and taking penalties is you don't get your goal scorers out on the ice. Abbreviated shift for Kaprizov on the Zuccarello penalty. Then about their turn up, it's Sturm who takes a
Spurgeon shot blocked. Lowry pushes ahead for Connor. And Minnesota cannot cash in on the Iafallo penalty. Here is Iafallo just out of the box. Back for Scheifele, and he scores.
Wow, just everything the Jets do right now is working out for them. I mean, it was a good play by Connor in the middle of the ice to gain possession, little toe drag, but coming off the ice, Scheifele not marked. Everybody kind of caught watching the puck, and then a quick catch, whip and shoot to the far side. Beautiful shot by Scheifele.
Hartman across, Boldy a shot and a sliding save by Hellebuck.
Hartman makes a great play. There's everybody on Hughes. Focus. Hartman makes a good play over to Boldy there, and that's a one-timer. The guy reading that play best is Connor Hellebuck.
Stanley tied up by Hartman, comes out front, Johansson scores! Second point of the night for Marcus Johansson. And the Wild have their second goal of the night.
Great spot, right time. Johansson slides into it. He's on the top of your screen right now, floating into it. Puck finds him. He's got some daylight. And Chen and the Jets get caught with three behind the goal line. Nobody to cover Johansson. And Hellebuck looking over the wrong shoulder, isn't sealing the short side post.
He works past Perfetti. He's then run down by Sandberg. Foligno comes up with it. Got it to Tarasenko. Down the slot. Tarasenko a shot. And a save by Hellebuck. Middleton plays it. The horn sounds. And the Jets leave St. Paul with a 6-2 win.